Words can create worlds. What makes for good writing? We'll find out today on Into the Words. Welcome to Into the Words. I'm your host, Mr. McGrath, and I have an unusual story for you today. And the whole point of reading this one is simply to see how powerful a little creative imagination can be in your fictional narrative. This story is by Liesel. We heard a poem from her back on episode 1, and here she is in an entirely different vein. Liesel's story, An Unusual Pig. A girl went outside to play on her tire swing. This is Callie. Callie had lost her father to lung cancer. She had blonde hair with freckles and brown eyes. She lived with her mother beside a barn. As she swung on the tire swing that morning, a pink pig with white feathery wings walked up in the front yard. This pig didn't look like any pig from her farm. The pig walked up softly with his head held high and walked past Callie. The pig looked like he was expecting a tea party. He walked up to the door and stood on his hind legs and knocked on the door. Callie got off her tire swing and carried him to the barn. Once she got to the barn, she set him down and started walking away. Before she could walk a step, the pig said, "I would warn you that I am very high maintenance." The pig held up his monocle. Callie thought she must be out of her mind, so she walked home. Little did she know the pig was following her home. Then he said, "It is quite hot. I may need a piggyback ride." "You do talk," yelled Callie. "Of course I do, you dirty hog," replied the pig, clapping his wings together. Callie then carried him home. She didn't want to tell her mother because she heard her mom on the phone with the butcher. So she hid him under her blankets and told him to stay under them. "Come for dinner," her mom called. Callie went down to the dining room to eat. While she was eating, the pig was rummaging under the blankets. Callie ate her dinner and then went to get an apple from her apple tree. She jumped and tried to reach for an apple. While she tried to get an apple, her mom was cleaning the house. Callie's mom had cleaned everything except for the guest bathroom and Callie's bedroom. Not that anyone would visit. Callie's room was next to the guest bathroom. Then her mom cleaned up the bathroom, so then she went into Callie's room to clean it. She cleaned her desk, then the dresser, and finally her side table. Callie finally despaired of picking an apple. She went inside to get a banana from the cabinet to give to the odd pig. Meanwhile, her mom dusted off the side table and then started making her bed. She took the pillows off the bed and then started undoing the covers. She noticed the odd bump under the blanket and was determined to find out what it was. She undid the blankets and saw the odd pig sitting there. He fluttered his white wings. "Thank you, it was quite hot under there," said the pig in an ornamental voice. When Callie's mom heard the pig, she screamed. Callie heard the scream and knew it was from her bedroom, so she ran to her room and saw the pig and her mom standing there in shock. The pig looked at Callie's mother and said, "Let's tango! Hit the music!" "That's it!" yelled Callie's mother. The next morning, Callie and her mom ate bacon and ham for breakfast. Wow, what an unusual pig, and indeed what an unusual story. I hope you see there the value, a little bit of creative imagination in your fictional narrative. But note, as she is a little bit of Lewis Carroll going on there, but note she still follows the arc of a story, that we have this exposition at the beginning, we meet the character, we have the setting, there's this barn, we know we're on a farm, and we get to know what the characters a little bit better. We meet the mother, the pig, and then from that exposition we get the rising action to the climax, which we could say is the mother uncovering the pig, and the resolution. I would say this defies that structure a little bit, because the resolution seems to be right in that last line there where the mother says, "That's it," and then you could call your falling action breakfast the next morning, which I will leave to your imagination. So get that imagination going, get some writing going. I hope you learned how to make your writing better today on Into the Words. Would you like your writing to be featured on Into the Words Young Writer? Send it to jamie.mcgrath@sccpss.com.